My next Patreon question is from Lance, who asked, what, if any, cartoons do you think deserve a live-action movie? I feel that, for the most part, Hollywood has already exhausted many of the cartoons they could possibly adapt to live action. I like that right now we're getting animated films like Mr. Peabody and Sherman, Smurfs The Lost Village, and the possible hanna-barbera cinematic universe, rather than seeing those properties made into live-action films. However, for the sake of the question, I'm going to develop the mindset of a movie producer or studio executive. What cartoons would I consider for a possible live-action movie? The first that probably comes to mind is The Jetsons. With its futuristic setting and endearing family unit, there's a lot of potential for a live-action Jetsons movie using the latest special effects. And it's not like Hollywood has not given it a game try. Paramount officially announced a live-action Jetsons movie in the 80s, but it never went anywhere. And after acquiring the rights to the hanna-barbera library, Warner Brothers has also attempted it, with directors ranging from Rob Minkoff to Adam Shankman to Robert Rodriguez circling the project. Multiple drafts have been written by different writers over the years, too. I feel like something approaching the goofiness and bubblegum aesthetic of Speed Racer would work well for the Jetsons. Why hasn't it happened beyond the various rewrites? I think it's because to realistically transport the Jetsons to live action would require a massive budget. Would Warner Brothers feel confident in investing $200 million plus marketing expenses on a Jetsons movie? It was announced a few years ago that Robert Zemeckis would produce a live-action television series for ABC, but we've heard no announcement since then, and I suspect, again, that cost may be the reason. Conrad Vernon has signed on to direct an animated Jetsons movie, so we'll see if that ends up reaching screens. Another animated series I think has potential as a live-action movie is Mona the Vampire. Based on the book by Sonia Holloman, the concept of a young girl who cosplays as a vampire and attempts to fight the monsters she thinks resides in her neighborhood made for an entertaining series. There's a lot you can do by adapting the premise into a live-action movie. I think if you write a smart script with a lot of imagination and wit, and hire a talented young actress to play Mona, this has the potential to be a box office hit, even if it's not the most famous animated show out there. Goosebumps, The House of a Clock in Its Walls, and the re-release of Hocus Pocus all did respectable box office business recently, so there's clearly an audience appetite for these sorts of Halloween-related family movies. Something I've been wondering about is the live-action Carmen Sandiego movie that was announced at the same time as the animated Netflix series. The plan was for Gina Rodriguez to play the role in the live-action film that would have been released alongside the animated show. However, it has not happened yet. I'm sure it will happen at some point, as Carmen Sandiego has reportedly done extremely well on Netflix, but I wonder what the holdup is. Around 4 years ago, I picked up the Dilbert animated series from the DVD bargain bin and did a complete rewatch of the show. In my head, I started thinking about what a live-action film might be like. Maybe something about a day in the office that goes horribly wrong, and we see how Dilbert, Dogbert, Alice, Wally, the pointy-head boss, etc. try to deal with it, only to have things escalate further and further. Being set mostly at the office in a single day would help keep the budget reasonable, considering how much it might cost to animate as CG Dogbert. Chris Columbus was at one point going to direct a Dilbert movie in the late 2000s, and then not long afterwards Ken Kwapis became attached, likely due to his experience directing episodes of The Office. However, I don't see Hollywood making a Dilbert movie anytime soon, what with the creator Scott Adams making a lot of controversial comments lately that have understandably soured people on the comic strip. As I said before though, I like that we're seeing more animated movies based on cartoons and shows rather than live-action adaptations nowadays. But let me know in the comments what cartoons you think should get the live-action treatment. Thank you for your question, Lance.